Chat, do you online gamble? Do you gamble at the casino? Let me know in the comments. I think gambling is getting out of control. I'm watching commercials now. In between the Ozempic commercials, the Trimfaya commercials, there's gambling, draft picks, prize picks, Kalshi. Like, you can bet on anything now. It's crazy. Let's get off it.
Reaction to that guy who put down $33,000 on the Seahawks winning proves to me that the gambling companies already won, because everybody doesn't understand what the stakes of gambling are in the United States right now. The average person who sports bets loses something like $3,000 to $5,000 a year on sports betting. The average, with a median wage in the United States, is like $60,000 before taxes. In low tax states, I guess that means that you come out every year probably with like $48,000 after taxes. So people who are sports betting, on average, are themselves taking like 10% of their income and just lighting it on fire. And that sounds like annoying and just an inconvenience until you remember most Americans do live very cash strapped. They live very, very close to the edge of their means. And it only takes one financial disaster to put people off track in just staying afloat for years. And some people cannot cope with that. And so what they do is they kill themselves. They get rid of their whole families. And the gambling companies and the sports leagues and the media ecosystems that enable them to promote them with each other have all gotten together and said that's an acceptable externality on society.
And if you don't...
Well, and then the thing is, there's a massacre of family linked to gambling. This dude straight up went to MGM Grand, 42-year-old guy, racked up $225,000 in casino debt, essentially, and then unalived himself. It's truly sad.
I was gambling, I lost all my money, and I was like, what's $20 more? I just felt like really leaning into being a degenerate. I put $20 in a slot machine, I hit 1,000 on one spin. So if you need to decide to make bad decisions today, this is it, bestie. Go for it. It's going to pay off.
I won $10,000.
Yeah, people win $10,000 and put it right back in. See, chat, Cass and I have went to the casino, but always when we go to the casino, dude, it's to have a good time. And here's our philosophy on going to the casino. If you take the money and you play with the money, you can lose the money. That's the whole thing. Take money you don't feel bad losing, because you might as well be flushing it down the toilet. Spend that money, like let's say you take a $500. I'm taking this $500 and I am willing to flush that $500 down to have a good time and be here for a few hours and have some drinks and maybe smoke a cigar, watch a little bit of the game, and gamble a little bit. That's what we do. People though, I see, dude, we were going a little bit more frequently at one time because we were trying to do like casino content. It fizzled out hard. That was like when I started my channel, just because it costs so much. So we would like save up a little bit of money here and there, and we take like maybe $200 a week and we go gamble a little bit and just be like, we're going to put $100 in this machine, blah, 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 because there wasn't a lot of other things we like to do. We like to go out to eat, and you can go out to eat at the casino. And so we enjoyed it. It's like a novelty now. We maybe go 3-4 times a year. Maybe every quarter we'll go, because there's a casino really close to my hometown in Paris, Texas. There's a little Grant casino, a little Choctaw. So it's pretty nice. But we'll go, but we'll take just a little bit of money, $500. And you save that up over 3 months. It's like, I don't really drink that much. I don't smoke. I don't really do anything crazy. And I buy cheap clothes. We rarely go out to eat. We cook at home. So it's like one of the things we like to do, right? I'm not a huge fan. I don't like to really gamble at all. But I go because I can like smoke a cigar, drink a little scotch, and Cass can go and play her little, gamble, her little slot machines. But we go with money that we're willing to lose every time. We never take money like, yeah, we're really going to go out there and we're going to try to turn this 1,000 into 10,000. No, bro, that's stupid. That's stupid. But if you want an easy way to make some money that's not gambling, go to Free Cash. So you can play mobile games, you can do reviews. I have people in the comments, I have people in the chat probably right now that are like close to cashing out. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Ninja Bones or somebody else said they're like $15. You can cash out at $25. I highly suggest doing like a gift card, maybe an Amazon gift card. I heard PayPal takes a fee, but that may be if you want it that day. But you can play games, you can get paid. It's an easy way to make a little bit of extra coin. I have people that watch the channel that pay their freaking electric bill with Free Cash. So go check out Free Cash, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description. But without further ado, let's get back into this madness.
I want to talk real quick about how
it says ESPN's addiction to having its viewers become gambling addicts is shameful and pathetic.
Absolutely warped ESPN has become in regards to making money off of gambling. So I wake up this morning, there's a story on ESPN.com. Headline, Indiana quarterback Mendoza, sorry for cooked spreads after late safety. And it's a story about Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, quipped about messing up betting lines with his wild clock-killing scramble to end the Hoosiers' 2015 win over Iowa on Saturday, With Indiana up 20-13 after stopping Iowa in its final possession, Mendoza ran off the last 3 seconds of the game by racing 40 yards backwards on 4th and 19 into his own end zone. He said he was following orders from his coach. Mendoza explained, and he said, "I know I really cooked people's spreads. My apologies out to them." And it's a story about this kid who said something about gambling, and it's almost like the story is about how kind of weird and crazy it is that he was kind of joking and even thinking about it. The next paragraph of the story, ESPN.com story, Indiana closed at an 8.5 point favorite at ESPN Bet. But those final 2 points could have affected wagers on alternate spreads.
Basically, the entire point of the article.
Wow. So ESPN is even jumping in on the madness now. I don't know about you guys, but like chat, put one in the chat if you've seen this. It's like you have like Kalshi, you have like, and I think Kalshi is one of these sites where you can, let me just look at it. Kalshi, prediction market for trading for the future. Like, look at this, dude. Is Kalshi one of them? Where you can bet on anything? Yeah. Look at this. How long will the government, at least 60%, 48%, 52%? Like, will members of Congress be banned from trading stocks? You know, will Americans receive tariff stimulus checks? Will the U.S., like, you're betting on anything. Like, you can bet on anything. Like, we have a gambling epidemic right now where it seems like you can just gamble on literally anything. Like, will Levi say big back on this episode?
Big back, big back.
Like, what is it? Trevor Noah said something like, yeah, some people were betting if I said potato. Like, he said potato, and it was in reference to gambling.
Gambled my 401k retirement plan. My name is Kyle. I'm a compulsive gambler, and this is day 5 without touching it. Quick little story time. So this was maybe 2022, a couple years ago. I was like 23, 24 years old, and I had a 401k from one of my old jobs. I had no idea what it really was. All I know is my parents always told me, Kyle, don't touch that shit unless you're 65 plus, right? But with this addiction, that just goes through one ear and out the other, okay? I really needed money. I needed money bad. And that was the only
Now you needed money to go gamble. Boy.
stupid thing to resort to. So I ended up pulling out the whole $7,000.
Loki, that's mommy. She's back from the grocery store. Loki, go to your place. Lay down. It's just mommy. That's mommy. Okay, he wants to go see his mother. Here, go. He wanted to go see his mommy. Loki, come on. Go to your place. You checked in with her. Go to your place. Lay down. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get back into this, Lokes. We got a show to do.
It got penalized like crazy. And once I received the money, I was like, okay, this is awesome. Not going to touch it. I needed it. I needed to live off of it because I was going through transitions between 2 different jobs. So I definitely needed the income. And I just took one trip to the casino, man. That's all it took. And I won about like $3,000. It's like, dude, this is fucking awesome. You know, I got 5 figures now in my account, over 10K.
And that's legitimately all the casino needed to have.
Yeah, dude, and it's bad. Let's see. Let's get back to it.
This is going.
So the next day, I go back. I lose a little. I lost what I won originally. It's like, well, I got to get back to that 10K so I can, stop. It doesn't work like that.
No.
The 7 went down to 5. The 5 went down to 4. The 4 went down to 2. And at that point, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got to get $8,000 back now. I mean, I got enough ammo to do it. I just got to lock in, Didn't happen, obviously. Lost the whole thing. So the next couple months, man, was rough. I literally had to borrow money and self-ban from every casino in the United States.
And even if this story went
Yeah, I mean, dude, it happens, and I feel like it happens to a lot of people.
gambling problem.
Do you have a gambling problem?
No, I enjoy it. It's a hobby. If I had a problem, I'd be starving. I'd be hawking this watch, my championship rings. I would sell my house. I would do this. My wife had left me, or she'd be starving. My kids would be starving. I do not have a problem. I enjoy gambling.
And dude, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but you have to do it in a way where you know what I mean? You can lose that money and not fret.
thing now.
So my current event is going to be Kalshi. Do you guys know what predictive markets are? So for listeners out there who don't know what predictive markets are, basically
Also poly market.
just like think of Kalshi as like the Wall Street meets DraftKings and democracy as a sport.
You can take bets on like what will Donald Trump say in the Rose Garden speech today at 2 p.m. And
I have seen those.
Russia, China, new scum.
But the problem with this is
China.
CNN's partnering with Kalshi. So you can imagine you already have insider trading. You already have, like you basically incentivizing reporters to like produce a bias report to make these predictions come true. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because money is involved now.
Gotcha.
Like CNN.
So we're betting on propaganda now.
Yeah.
Not only is
That's crazy. I didn't know that, but it makes sense because I'm seeing it more and more and more. Like more and more people are doing it.
Other ad you're seeing is about gambling online, whether it's betting on the Super Bowl or something like.
Wait, did I not show that? I'm hoping I showed that last clip.
Or Polymarket or some other platform, and you're thinking to yourself, wait, I thought online gambling was illegal in my state. You're probably right. Much like here in California, the state where the Super Bowl is being hosted, online sports betting is illegal. It is not legal. It was put on the ballot in 2022 and it did not pass. However, what these companies are doing, the Kalshis, the Polymarkets, all these other platforms, they're saying we're not gambling. What we're doing is called prediction markets. So you're not gambling, you're investing in a predicted outcome, which in so many words just means you're gambling.
Yeah.
But that's how these companies skirt around the law. Because if they said that they were an online sports book, they would not be able to operate in California. But since they're an online prediction market where you're investing in a predicted outcome, technically it's legal.
That's the same way I see bingo. So like in my opinion, bingo is gambling, which is legal here in Texas. Like there's bingo halls everywhere, but you can't go to the casino in Texas. There's no casinos here, but there's bingo. It's like, what?
I find it weird that Polymarket paid out on whether Cardi B performed during the Super Bowl halftime show, and Kalshi did not pay out. How can that be? The reason why is that Cardi B was on stage during Bad Bunny's halftime, but didn't actually sing. She was a background dancer, if you will. Does that not end any possibility that you would put your hard-earned money into one of these prediction markets? Are you not in any way alarmed that there are prediction markets out there on things that are guaranteed to be known by someone and it's not you?
This is the same as like them.
So true, though.
We lost over $2,000 tracking a sports betting influencer. I'm Nick, and welcome back to Sharp or Not, the series where we bring transparency to the sports betting industry for the first time. This is day 7 of tracking Daily Wager, who has 15,000 followers on TikTok and charges $79 a week. Yesterday, June 30th, Daily Wager goes 2 for 4, losing us $431. The biggest loss comes from the Yankees money line, which is a 6-unit play, and they barely lose to the Blue Jays 5-4. This marks the end of the week, and we are down more than $2,100. Not the best week ever.
Now, I think that this is a great
That's
idea
great.
to put up.
People are selling courses, dude. Sports betting gurus.
Past 30 days, and these are the top things we learned. 1. A lot of sports betting influencers will exaggerate what they got the line at, making it impossible for you to actually tail them 100%. 2. It's really just a toss-up. Half of the influencers we subscribed to ended up losing, and exactly half ended up winning, bringing us around net even in the past month. And 3, top sportsbooks often partner with losing influencers to create a cycle of profit, where you, the subscriber, then copies those losing bets, making the big sportsbooks even more money.
Wow.
And worse.
But do you think that, like, even when you're off stream, you're firing? Do you ever get worried, like, I might be addicted to this?
So it's not like we're addicted to gambling. When you really look at it, you're either on a heater and you can't stop and you're winning, or you're losing and you're due, so you have to gamble more. So like you kind of have to be gambling. It's not like you're addicted to it.
And this
is what we call the sunken cost fallacy. A lot of guys do this with women as well, where they think if I keep pumping more money, if I keep pumping more attention, more of my money, more of my time, and eventually it'll pay off. It's the sunken cost fallacy that gamblers run into, where they keep spending money, they keep spending thinking, I'm due for a win. In reality, that's not the case. Gambling addict crash out.
Bro, yo, no, dude. Oh my, bro, I'm about to fucking freak the fuck out, dude. I'm never doing this again, dude.
Look at his room. It's filthy.
The fucking break my computer, bro. This is some bullshit, bro. I'm about to freak the fuck out, bro. Nah, dude, these little tips, bro. Yourself, dude. You. I'm done, dude. You give me like $15, $20 tips. The fuck y'all doing, dude? There, you're lost, dude. You're lost.
What? This is crazy. This is so wild to me, bro.
If they're paying you $1 million a month and you're losing on stream and you're saying, why would people want to gamble if they see me losing? Why would they pay you $1 million a month if they're not making at least $1 million? They have to be making the money or the whole company would just collapse.
Yeah, but they're gonna make money off other people. My people don't gamble.
So then why would they pay you?
Like if you add, I don't know.
Just for fun?
I
They
think
like you?
They like my content.
No, they don't. Because your fans are losing loads and loads of money.
But it's okay in the eyes of these.
That's crazy, dude. That's wild.
If I see a celebrity in a gambling ad, it's over. If I like...
Bro, there's so many. I've seen Kevin Hart in them. I've seen Rob Lowe in them. There's so many people that are in the Drewski. Like, all these people are in gambling ads.
You just lost me. You've lost any sort of like respect or enjoyment I would have ever had from any of the things that you've made. Like Kevin Hart, there was a time in my life where I actually thought, oh man, Kevin Hart, he was kind of a funny guy, you know, I like him. Nowadays, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to do a parlay. I don't want to play roulette on my phone. Leave me alone. Blake Griffin. There was a point where I was like a Clippers fan. I thought the whole saga of him and like Donald Sterling, like that period of the Clippers was pretty cool. Nowadays, hop the off. And it extends to like internet celebrities too, dude. When I see like a content creator I like and they start promoting some weird, I gotta be like, it's over. Unsubscribed, bro. Get out of my face with that.
Why is LeBron?
Chad, do you guys feel the same way? Like Kevin Hart, LeBron James, Jamie Foxx, Charles Barkley, JB Smoove, Drewski, and then you have guest appearances like Peyton Manning, Vince Vaughn, an active athlete doing DraftKings ads, like he has, and having his own parlays you can tail. Can I just not see gambling every site
An
media?
active athlete doing Vince Vaughn. I mean, there's way now full of.
I mean, that's crazy. Like, chat, would you guys boycott me if I started doing a gamble? If I got reached out to by a gambling company? I'm sure it'll happen eventually. If the channel keeps growing, I'm sure it'll happen. And it'll get to a point where, you know, somebody will reach out and be like, "Hey, man, we'll offer you a big old fat bag." It would have to be such a short amount of time and such a fat amount of a bag that I could do it and be like, "Hey, guys, I just was doing this for the bag." That's what it would have to be. There's just no way, bro. There's just no way. All right, let's do Pig of the Day. Here we go. Y'all know I love this one. Pig of the Day. One sec. Let me move this over. What I ate today. Dad gummit. Got some hang time. Dad must have been an NFL kicker. Got so much hang time on that belly there.
Everything I ate today as a fatty.
We're starting out the day with some breakfast.
That's breakfast? A donut dipped in milk. Jesus. It does look good, though.
And we also had to get some protein in for breakfast.
Fried chicken with the ranch for brekkies. Good Lord.
We got Dutch Bros.
Okay, sugar
We
water.
got cauliflower pizza for lunch.
Cauliflower pizza. Don't try to be healthy now. Jesus. More syrup, more sugar water. More sugar water, okay. A tea.
Ice cream tea with peach and raspberry.
I always wonder, like, how these fat women just, like, how do y'all never drink water?
For dinner, we're eating a burger bowl.
Burger bowl?
The Starry, zero sugar cranberry to end the night.
Oh, zero sugar. Not a sip of
We're ending
water.
the night with some Dippin' Dots.
More sugar. Americans have a sugar problem, dude. This is bad. This is bad.
Big bag.
This is bad. I just can't see. I can't see where this ends well. This does not end well at all. Oh, Lord have mercy. What is this? Joe Rogan and Tom Segura hit hard on brutal reality in your 40s.
There's guys that like never got going with their life, or they got distracted with stupid shit and they never really like focused on whatever it is they do with their careers. And then you see them 20 years later, they're in like their late 40s and they're fucking scrambling and depressed. And
I'm friends with so many of them, dude.
Oh, it's a problem.
I'm friends with so many of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm in that age pocket where it's like a lot of my friends are in that, like,
they never did anything.
Yeah, and they're really scrambling.
Yeah, and they're really desperate. And then they want help, which is like, hey, I can't fucking hold your hand. Like,
exactly.
You did this to yourself. Like, you should have paid attention to what we were all doing all those years ago.
It's unnerving too when some of them, like, I have friends who are like, you're like, dude, like, we're in our 40s. The worst part about it is you realize how much of it is dictated by fear. Like, they're just scared to do things. It's like someone who's scared to step in the gym or something, right? You're like,
True, though.
If you're just scared to to take that step to do something.
Scared to be uncomfortable is what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I 100% agree. Great clip. I haven't seen that clip. I've got a buddy, got a couple buddies that are just terrified of like commitment and committing to something new or doing something new. And I do believe it stunts your growth. Like, because at a certain point, chat, you have to be willing to risk something to get a reward. If you always play it safe, you'll get safe outcomes. I've always said this, like, and I think this was a quote by a Polish Olympian way back in the 60s. It's like, hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. If you're going to keep going through life just making the easy choices, you're going to have a hard life. You have to do things that are uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So for any of you guys that are like on the fence of, should I start this? Should I do this? Yes, do it. Fail forward. The only thing you regret when you're older and you're on your deathbed is the things that you didn't do, not the things that you did do. Because the things that you do, you're just going to end up learning from anyways. It'll be a life experience, right? I've been in trouble. I've been to jail. You know, I've got kicked out of high school for smoking weed. Got a minor possession of weed charge when I was 19. I got a DUI when I was 21. I don't regret those things. Those things made me grow. When I got kicked out of high school, it was the best thing that ever could have happened to me at that time, because at that time I was smoking weed every day. I was not disciplined. I was not worried about college. But then I went to an alternative school. I was able to get my grades up really good. I got my GPA higher. I made straight A's because they made the classes so freaking easy because the guys that were in there were stupid. I made straight A's, and then I got a full ride scholarship to go to college. Great outcome for me, right? If I wouldn't have done that, I would have stayed in school. I would have been a C student. Probably wouldn't have got any sort of scholarship or anything like that. Alternative school let me focus and let me just practice because I got a full ride for music. And so I was just practicing constantly practicing because I had nothing else to do. The classwork was like freaking on a 6th grade level. I made straight A's. I raised my GPA. I was practicing all the time. And I was able to get out of school a little bit early, where other kids were like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I was doing no extracurriculars. It was just straight school and go home. It was also kind of the reason why I moved to a small town. So I lived in a big city for a long time. I lived in Austin for 7 years. I lived in Dallas for about 2 years. But then a moment clicked when I was about 32, maybe 33. And I was like, bro, I need to lock in. I need to just lock the in, dude. And I realized that as long as I was around a lot of my friends and I was in a city that had a lot of things to do, I would never be able to lock in. So Cass and I said, hey, you know what? We want to buy a house. All right, we need to move to a smaller town. So we wanted to move to one of our hometowns, right? So we ended up moving to her hometown, and what it allowed me to do was alienate myself from everybody that I knew. And I locked in so hard. This is when I started doing YouTube really hard. This is when I started doing content creation really hard. And in 2 years now, I'm a full-time content creator. Shout out to you guys, because if you wouldn't watch, then I wouldn't be here. But also, I had to lock in hard. I had to start, if I wouldn't start creating videos and recording, you guys would have never seen me. You know, so this is your sign right now that if you feel like you need to do something, you need to lock in, bro. You got to lock in. You got to alienate yourself. Jim Carrey has a quote, and he's like, if you're not willing to lock yourself away for 3 years to get ahead 10 years, then it's not for you. And dude, all my buddies were like, bro, why are you moving there? Why are you moving to a small town? What are you doing, bro? You're going to be away from us. Everybody that I told I was moving here, they're like, that sucks. Why are you doing that? That's stupid. Why are you doing that? And guess what? All those homies that said I was stupid, that's dumb, why are you doing that? Guess what they're doing? Guess what? They're doing the same exact things they were doing 2 years ago. Nothing has changed. They're not getting paid more. Their jobs aren't any different. Their lives are the exact same. But guess what? My life is completely different. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, I have a kid now. Cass doesn't work. You know, I was able to change my life in 2 years and get 10 years ahead. I was able to save enough money last year that if I would have saved every single penny I made last year, it still wouldn't have been as much as I was able to save last year. Think about it that way. Like, content creation has changed my life entirely. Here's another pig.
Big bag, big bag.
What do you call this build? I call it the ostrich. Jesus. Good Lord. Oh my God. This is bad, bro. This is bad. What is this? Mental illness or addiction?
Hi, my name is Gabby and I live with mental illness. It's time to take our meds. So gather yours, come on in, and let's take them together. Search for
I don't have any meds.
and that was for anxiety. Oh, you hear that?
Anxiety. All right. Everybody's got anxiety.
It's time to get more. You need to refill your prescription. Make sure you call your pharmacy, call your doctor, make sure it's set. Lamotrigine, Chlormat, mood stabilizer, antidepressant, Wellbutrin, and finally, relaxin, for my acne. Come on, get on out of there, kid. Cheers.
So
there you
bad
go.
for your liver and kidneys. Yeah, I'd much rather be this guy. That looks amazing. Dude, eat real food, man. So many people eat just garbage, trash. That's part of the problem, dude. Part of the problem. The food that you intake, man. The food that you intake. But it's just, you know, part of life, unfortunately. Bro, what is this, bro? I just, my algorithm's so cooked.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I'm addicted to working out, and welcome to Stairs.
Bro, that belly hanging, bro. My God, it's on her knees.
Saturday.
Belly on your knees, belly on your knees. It's like hands on your knees, you know?
Except it's Sunday, because yesterday my baby turned 1. It's seriously so cold and so windy today, so I want to get this done ASAP. Here's the playlist we're working with today. It's so windy, I seriously think my tripod's gonna
She got that Barney belly.
get blown over. That might work. Let's go.
Hey, get it in. I see you.
It's so cold.
She did 1. Okay, now she's doing 2. Okay, that's good. Okay, she did 2.
My asthma's been so bad lately.
Okay, she's doing, there's a 3rd one.
3. This wind is insane.
4.
50. See you guys next week.
50 body weight squats and 10 times up the stairs. That's nothing. That's a warm up. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, she's probably going to go eat a meal that's 10,000 calories. Good Lord. That is just unreal. Jesus. All right, what is this? What is this? She's so narcissistic, she believes he only said no because he sensed she said no.
Thumb up
Jesus, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
if you are interested in the person next to you. Thumb down if you are not. In 3, 2, 1. Blindfolds off in 3, 2, 1.
Riley, is he hot?
He's good looking, yeah. He's not my usual type. You're cute. Thank you. Yeah, you're cute, but I wouldn't describe him as hot.
Alrighty. Both of you, thumb up if you're interested in the person next to you. Thumb down if you are not. In 3, 2, 1.
Why did Max say no?
It was like big on like the Christian thing, man. I'm just not Christian. Like I'm not gonna like force her into something, like, you know.
But did you say no because you had a feeling I said no?
You said you wanted someone that was Christian. I'm not Christian, so like that was pretty obvious. Yeah. If it wasn't the Christian thing, I think you're really cool. But like it's like
I don't know. I feel like that one taken out of context there. Let's see. What do we got? Let's find some more clips here. I know we got another clip in here somewhere. You know what I mean? Come on now. We already reacted to that chick. She's insane. That was yesterday. It was a Crimson Chin react. So if you see her, let's see here. Let's see. What do we got? That's the only thing I don't like about Twitter sometimes is that they'll repost the same clip 10 times, and you're like, all right, I've seen this clip. I'm good. Let's move it on. Let's move it on here. Somebody said I was the best singer on YouTube, bro. I appreciate y'all. Here's a motivational clip. Here you go.
Why is it that the things men want are totally free, but the things they give cost them everything? Think about what we usually expect from a man. We want him to provide, to protect, and to build a future. That's not cheap. That takes his time, his sweat, and years of hard work. It's expensive. But what do men ask for in return? It's usually the
Fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, no kids.
simple stuff. Peace, respect, a thank you when they get home.
Yeah.
Someone who is actually happy to see them.
Yeah.
That's all free.
Yeah, buck us, feed us, and some peace and quiet. So I had a guy that we did on a Are You Delusional show. You can call in if you need any advice, though. But basically I asked him, what are you looking for in a woman? He goes, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, no kids. And he put that on his dating profile. And I'm like, bro, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And he's like, why? That's what I want. I'm like, bro, it's too manospheres, too red-pilled. Like, you want to be a covert red pillar. You don't want to be so forward with the red pill stuff, because women, especially feminist women, which are those women are considered practice, you know what I mean? But any woman's going to see that and be like, he's a misogynist. It's just women are so emotional that they're going to see that and just think, like, just always just put your height and put like a hobby and put that you got a dog or something. Be like 6'2", you know, love to read books, because apparently reading is something that women like. You put Libra, put your freaking zodiac or whatever. And then maybe put what you're looking for, you know, looking for a woman that exudes light, you know, something that's like a child would hear. But it needs to be very playful. Like, you can't say fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. No, bro, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. Because a stoic man would never say that. A stoic man just be like, here's how tall I am, here's what I do, here's what I like to do, and here's what I'm looking for. That's really all you need on one of these dating apps. If you even do a dating app. You know what I mean? Ain't that right, Lux?
Won't they do?
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.